Hey guys, so I wanted to try again and make another video. So this time I'm gonna be doing a shelf tour. So I hope you guys enjoy and let's get started with the video. So let's get started here at my BTS shelf. So we start off with Map of the Soul 7, moving on to School of Fair Special Edition, and then we have Young Forever, BTS B, we have the Deluxe and the Essential Edition, Love Yourself, Her, Tear, and Answer. Then we have Map of the Soul Persona, You Never Walk Alone, and then Part 1 and Part 2. And then right here we have the BT21 little figurines. Sorry about the glare. I'm filming with natural sunlight. And then we also have the Japanese figurine. And if we move down, here we have their newest comeback, Butter. And then I also have the Japanese and Korean Best of BTS editions there. And the Map of the Soul concept book. Almost forgot that. Then down here we have more of BTS, more of their like older releases, Map of the Soul 7 Japanese, and BTS World. And we also keep TXT and ENHYPEN on this shelf. So for TXT and ENHYPEN, I also do collect all versions of their albums, but I don't collect any specific member for PCs. And then this is my Stray Kids shelf. Let me just take these out of the way. These are my signed albums. We have, oh, the glare is so bad. This is Chan's signature. And then we have Felix's and Changbin's. And then for regular Stray Kids albums, we will start with their debut mixtape, I Am Not, I Am You, I Am Who, and then we move on to Yellowwood, all 3 versions including Limited, Miron, all 3 versions including Limited, and Levanter, Limited and both regular editions. And then we have Go Live and the Limited Edition, both in life as well as the Limited Edition. And then their Taiwanese press. And then here as well, I have their Japanese releases for in life and for when they did the soundtrack for God of High School. So I have those and I just keep those right there. And then here we have my girl group shelf. So unfortunately I don't collect as many girls groups as I would like, but the ones I do collect are like Dreamcatcher, Purple Kiss, and Wiki Mickey. So the way I collect them for Dreamcatcher, since a lot of their older albums are out of print, then I just collect what I can, at least one version of their older albums. So these are the ones I was able to get my hands on, you know, Tree of Life, Nightmare. I was able to get both versions actually for a pretty good deal, so that's why I got both. But usually for what I do with Dreamcatchers, I'll buy one regular and then if they have like a limited or special edition, then I'll like buy those as well. Dreamcatcher only has one album out so far, so I only have one of them. Then for Wiki Mickey, I try to buy all versions. So that's all of their versions there, you know, Hide and Seek, their first album. We have their second, Kiss and Kicks, Lock and LOL, as well down to my AT shelf. So the way I have this one organized is at the end, I'll have the episode Fin right down here, and then their first anniversary, I have a little photo of Mingy there, Fever Part 1, and then Part 2 is on this side. Then if we move this, I recently just got this. It's an OT8 signed. Super happy to have this. Put that down. And then here I have their first All to Zero. 0 to 1, I have 2 of them because of the signed one. Then Action to Answer. And then Illusion and Wave. Then for their Japanese, I have it right on top here because they don't fit in my jewel case. So I just decided to put them there for now. And then we move on to NCT. So with NCT, I really don't know what I'm doing. I think I'm going to have to give them a separate shelf just because I'm really not liking this situation here so far. But just a rundown of the ones I have. We have some of the Japanese like bigger limited edition, and then the like Neozone T version, Awaken. I do collect Utah, so I do collect his covers as well. And then this is the new Hello Future by Dream that just came out. We have NCT 127 Regulate. I have Utah's cover and Marks. Then one version of Limitless. Then Awaken as well, the bigger version. Then for Japanese as well, I have Marks's Chain and Utah's Loveholic. And then right behind them, I keep Cherry Bomb and Fire Truck. Just because I can't really fit anything else on this shelf. Then down here we have, working our way down, we have Superhuman. We have both Neozones, Punch, Dream, We Boom, Hot Sauce, Reload. Then move here, I did get Marks's Hot Sauce for the jewel case. And then we have more Dream, the first, Take Off from Wavy, Take Over the Moon, 1 and 2, and then Awaken the World, their latest comeback, Kickback. Then for 2020, Empathy, for NCT, 2018, 2020, part 1 and part 2. So that's how this is going. And then I also have this button here that I got also from like a fan cafe. This glare is not helping, so I just put that there for now. I think I'm going to have to give them a second shelf eventually, but right now this is what we're working with. And then here we have my one-us shelf. So I just have a postcard of Xion right here. Let me move this out the way. And we have their debut album, Light Us, Fly With Us, Raise Us, Lived, and then both for all 3 versions of Devil. The 3rd version, I was able to get my hands on a signed version. Then I as well collect Japanese for them. So I have their Twilight Japanese, the 808, and their 3rd Japanese release. And then I have both versions of Binary Code. And I believe that one's called Once Upon a Time. I always forget what that album is called. So let me just put this back here. Oh, almost put that there. And that's all for my 1S shelf. And then here I have my Monster X shelf. We start out with a beautiful Minhyuk signed album right here. We have a Jew Honey standee. This little light, I almost said light globe. A little snow globe that my friend got me when she visited Nashville. So if I take this down, we have all 3 versions of Beautiful, 3 versions of Are You There, and all 4 versions of We Are Here, Fatal Love, Fantasia, 3 versions of Follow, All About Love, and then we have their Shine Forever. Both versions are back there, and then all 4 versions of Monster X's One of a Kind as well. And then behind here, if I can reach them, actually let me not, because last time I did that, all of the One of a Kind fell off the shelf, so let me just take them down. And then Monster X does have a lot of albums, so I keep some of their older albums here, as well as their Japanese, like, larger posters. If you saw my last video on my photo card collections, I did say in there that how for Monster X for Japanese, I collect a regular, limited, and the large version if I can. So I just keep those back there. And then older albums, you know, The Code. What else do I have here? The Clan Part 1 and 2. And then we have Rush, both versions as well. And Trespass. And then I just keep the little standee from Fantasia right there. And then for this shelf, I mostly keep like my bands in this shelf. Ignore these cuff sleeves, I just didn't have anywhere else to put them, so I just put them there. But so here we have like Day 6, One We, The Rose. Pretty self-explanatory. I was able to get my hands on the first press for this for their latest comeback, so I just keep that right there. Super excited for the Even of the Day comeback soon. Have no idea where I'm gonna put those, but those will go here. Then on this shelf, it has, let's see, this shelf starts off with CIX. So for these groups, mostly I will collect one version per comeback. I won't collect all of them if they have more than one or two. So we start off with CIX. I have chapter 1, Hello Stranger, chapter 2, Hello Strange Place, and then I also have a signed version of their latest Hello Strange Dream. And then right here, let me move this one out the way, you'll see I have 4 of Ace's albums. So we have Undercover, we have their latest comeback, Dawn, and let me pull them out. And then also their 4th mini cover, and then this one was the Mad Squad. Couldn't remember what the name of that album was. And then we'll move on to Victims. So I have a Mayday signed by Young Silk, and then their latest comeback is right there, Voice the Future Is Now. And then Ready, Nostalgia. I have Hanse's little postcard there. I have the other version of Mayday, Continuous. And then I have Sungwoo's Fame and Fade. And then I also keep Wonho's Love Synonym Part 1 and 2 here as well. So I just have that there. Alright, so sorry if the quality is a little off. I had to switch over to filming on my iPad because my phone started glitching. So just to wrap the video up, my last shelf here has some of the groups that I just don't collect fully, or they had certain albums that I just really loved and I wanted to buy. Like for SHINee, I have SHINee's Don't Call Me, Taemin's You Never Dance Alone, Kai's first solo, GOT7's Call My Name, P1 Harmony. I have stanned them since debut, but since they only have 2 albums out right now, I just decided to put them here. Just made more sense. And then I have Checkmate's album as well as the first album, Killa, for Miran. So I just keep that all here on this shelf. And yeah.